All right, so to get this video started, and essentially what the video will be, is predicated upon one scan that came out recently in the Rocket Raccoon versus Doom, or Doom crossover, rather. And when I say predicated off one scan, I mean this sparked the idea, right? This sparked my mad lad thinking. Now, keep in mind, there's been predictions on my channel that went crazy. The Death Stone, all those things. I predicted these things. I'm going to try it again. I've been hinting at for a while now that the one above all in Marvel, essentially Marvel's God, has in a lot of ways been in trouble. And when I say in trouble, I mean he's potentially going to get dethroned. I feel like his writing currently is setting him up to be dethroned. And I've thrown a couple names out there where I'm like, hey, I feel like these characters could reach the one above all level, possibly even above. This including names of like Hulk, Thor, so on and so forth. Well, Doctor Doom is getting his main arc coming up, like a main bad guy story. One World Under Doom. And he's Sorcerer Supreme right now, recently took that title. And the scan that you've been seeing on screen by now, and I'll just keep playing it through as we talk, Rocket Raccoon's like, look, Doom, we just made a massive logic gathering, right? Like intel gathering wise, this is as crazy as he gets. At one moment in time in Marvel, everything will change. All things will change. A bunch of different things will sprout from this event. At some point, everything will be questioned, thus, everything will be answered. It's almost like a theory of everything, a theory of God. All things have a purpose. There is one divine purpose. Something can find that. Someone can find that theory of creation. Who can answer this question? Who can ask the question? Rocket Raccoon reveals the one being created perfectly to answer this literal God question is Doctor Doom, which Doom agrees with. So what does this mean to me? Well, we know Doctor Doom has been God before. Literally, Secret Wars. When we look at that stuff, God Emperor Doom, that's one of the most popular versions of his character. So the idea of godhood, quite literally, is not new to Doctor Doom. However, the descriptor of how we're arriving at this godliness, it's different than what we've seen before. And let me explain. Usually, Doom is seeking power. When these things happen, right? For example, the power of the Beyonders, this fueled that Doom. Well, this Doom we're about to see is fueled, rather, by a question. The question of everything. And the idea that Doom himself is supposed to have the question and the answer. This would make the Doom, technically, in my opinion, this makes the argument he is the smartest overall. Like, this is what we're approaching with this storyline, this idea that Doom is God. Like, Doom will be God. At the moment when he needs to be, he will be God. Like, that's crazy. But again, it's Doctor Doom. It's the big sauce God. Like, when I had Steve Orlando interviewing on the channel, he said the editors at Doctor Doom say at Marvel rather say you have to move a certain way about Doctor Doom because he has to be a certain way in Marvel. He has to be portrayed a certain way. He can't technically outright lose. Well, we tie that into what Rocket Raccoon said. We tie it into the fact he's been God before. Tie in the fact he's Sorcerer Supreme right now, working with powers and histories being revealed in Marvel never seen before. I feel like Doom, when he pulls up for the one world under Doom, he really might become God this time. Actual God. It might not just be a high tier godliness that he achieves. I really think this has the potential to show the strongest Doctor Doom we've ever seen. In fact, one above all, watch your fucking back. Doom might rob you of your shit. One world under my boy, one world under the GOAT. We're about to see the strongest, most powerful version of Doctor Doom ever. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about my prediction in the comment section down below. Did you check out the recent Raccoon Doctor Doom story? Did you check out his story with Storm currently going on, where he's Sorcerer Supreme? Let me know what you think, and let me know what you think of my prediction. I really do see this becoming the strongest Doom we've ever seen, and I'm super pumped for this event that starts in just a couple weeks. But yeah, anyways, it's been your host, Dr. Splash, back to regular content. And remember, it's Yancey Street, bitches.